What's good, Knights? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about what's not so good, which is Warner Bros. As they released a statement that is just abominable. We all know that Suicide Squad, not the greatest, didn't do so well. I made a whole video on that, you should go check that out. But that's not exactly what this article is about. It's about what their plan is moving forward for all their games. And let me tell you, it is a weeping pile of dog ass. Warner Bros. Discusses volatile AAA console games will lean into free-to-play and mobile. By the title alone, it already inspires as much optimism as a toddler telling you they shit themselves. But let's go deeper into the article. How bad can this be, right? Strap in because this is a doozy. During a recent Morgan Stanley speaking event, Warner Bros. Discovery gaming boss J.B. Perrette discussed some of the company's strategy for gaming going forward, and it includes more live service, mobile, and free-to-play games. All right, your move, JB. What's going on? We're doubling down. Stop right there. Stop. You just came off of the worst financial failure in recent memory, okay? Your stocks plummeted. The launch of Suicide Squad was abominable. The live service is making you no fucking money. And the first thing you gotta say is, we're doubling down? Stop right there. That phrase should not be anywhere in your vocabulary right now. That should be 10 miles a fucking way. It shouldn't be in this article anywhere. Dear God, let's continue. We're doubling down on games as an area where we think there's a lot more growth opportunity that we can tap into with the IP that we have and some of the capabilities we have on the studio, where we're uniquely positioned as both a publisher and a developer of games. You could already see where this is going. It's not good. Perrette said WBD's recent gaming output has focused on AAA games for console, and that's great when a game like Hogwarts Legacy sells 22 million copies and becomes the best-selling game of the year, but this kind of success is never guaranteed, and what Perrette said was a volatile market. He pointed out that one of WBD's latest big games, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, was a disappointment for the company. So A, he's hinting at they want to go towards more a live service focused future for their games and IPs. As an example, nay, an excuse for doing that, they say, well, single player games, obviously, Hogwarts Legacy sold very well, but that can never be guaranteed. I mean, look at Suicide Squad. Hogwarts Legacy and Suicide Squad are not the same fucking ballpark, okay? It's not the same sport. People bought and played Hogwarts Legacy because it was crafted with passion, love for the universe, looked colorful as all hell, a lovely open world with a lot to do and a lot of variety, and it was like a love letter to the fans of the Harry Potter IP. Suicide Squad from the first gameplay trailer was so much skepticism, and it turned out our fears were not only true, it was worse than we imagined, because you incorporated this live service aspect into your game and fucking ruined the story and left a stain on the Arkham franchise, which, you know what? Gamers don't like when you do that, okay? We don't like when we pay $70 and get fed horseshit, okay? So to say Hogwarts Legacy did well, but it's not a guarantee. I mean, look at Suicide Squad, a well-crafted single-player story, a shitty battle pass live service model. What do you think people are going to play? And you're gonna double down on the live service model? You know what that is like, okay? That's like if I walked into my house, okay, and I open the door to my parents' room and I just see you fucking my mom. And I walk up to you, WB, and I say, WB, I didn't really like that, okay? And you look at me and you say, son, I'm sorry, I understand. But listen, your grandmother looking thick as hell. Stop fucking my family, WB. Stop doing it. And why are you acting like your games haven't done so well before? Yeah, you had some stinkers like Gotham Knights, but majority of your games do pretty hot, okay? Mortal Kombat, Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor, the fucking Batman Arkham games. Like, why are we acting like you don't have a good catalog until you try to dive into this stupid live service online dumb shit, dude? So the plan going forward, he said, is to help reduce validity by focusing on core franchises and bringing at least some of them to the mobile and free-to-play space, as well as continuing to invest in live service games that people play and spend money on over a long period of time. This will help WBD generate more consistent revenue, he said, going on to tease that WBD had some new mobile free-to-play games coming this year. Also worth noting is that just because WBD may push into new places, that doesn't necessarily mean it will stop making big single-player AAA games. Cool, so they want to take their IPs and make them mobile games and free-to-play games. Oh, fucking awesome. Here's an idea. Stop taking popular IPs and turning them into live service. It hasn't worked. It's not working. Do something different. Second, we know why they're tapping into the mobile game market. It's because they could just run up the ads on that shit, monetize the hell out of that with microtransactions, all the bullshit. And I'll be honest, free-to-play live service games with popular IPs sounds good, right? But knowing WB, they are rushing to get their money back from Suicide Squad, so they're gonna churn out some free-to-play bullshit that'll release probably within the next year or two, and they're gonna put battle passes and overpriced skins in it, but they're not gonna worry about the content in the game. They're gonna give you the bare minimum, and then they're gonna add all the shit later on and say it's live service. And let me tackle this last part I just read. That doesn't necessarily mean it will stop making big single-player AAA games. Cool, okay. I was hoping we could just focus on AAA single player games, but you know, at least we're still getting those. And then he says, rather than just launching a one and done console game, how do we develop a game around, for example, a Hogwarts Legacy or Harry Potter that is live service where people can live and work and build and play in the world that has an ongoing basis, he said. Says we're gonna still make AAA single player games. Immediately shits on AAA single player games, referring to them as just a one and done console game. What the fuck is that, dude? I don't know if you're aware of this, but Hogwarts Legacy just wasn't a one and done console game. Hogwarts Legacy was the best-selling game last year and has more concurrent players than Suicide Squad, and then tries to tease the idea that he wants to make like a Harry Potter or, God forbid, a Hogwarts Legacy 2, where it's a live service model where people can live in the world and basically like a MMO, but glorified to fuck you out of your wallet. Make it make sense. There's no shame in just saying, hey, look, we fucked up. We understand Suicide Squad wasn't everything you wanted it to be, but we're gonna stick with what works. We're gonna stick with what you like. At least fucking say that, and also mention that you're gonna work to make sure Suicide Squad will be fixed, touched up. But no, fuck single player games. I want more money. Brett went on to say that WBD is uniquely positioned because it has popular brands. He singled out Mortal Kombat, Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, and DC at its biggest, as well as 11 different internal game development studios. He also teased that WBD has a strategic investment plan to help make future... I can't even get through this next part, dude. He also teased that WBD has a strategic investment plan to help make future games more successful, adding that the company just recently brought someone on to help with brand management and sustainability. Oh my god, I can't do it. Oh my god. Guys, we have a strategic plan to make sure you buy our shit, okay? I've brought someone on to make sure of it. What's the plan? I don't fucking know. Who did we bring on? Who fucking cares? And they're uniquely positioned because they have popular brands. Buddy, having popular brands does not fucking matter. If you don't make a game that's good, fucking a brand or not, nobody's gonna buy it. And we are literally living through it right now with Suicide Squad. Does this JB Perrette dude have a fucking phone? Does he have Twitter? There's no way you don't see all the negative backlash to how shittily you handle live service games like Suicide Squad and make stupid ass fucking statements saying we're gonna focus on more of a live service model. There's no way you don't see the backlash and the outrage to that, and you're gonna double down on it. And what do you expect people to think when this article comes out? Yes, congratulations. I understand. I would love to play Candy Crush Hogwarts. And listen, does a giant MMO game with popular IP sound cool? Yeah, sure. Dune just fucking announced that shit. But seeing as who exactly we're dealing with WB, a tone deaf, at this point, greedy company, how can stuff like this inspire such faith in the fan base? If WBD can execute, Perrette says he expects gaming to bring meaningful growth to the company in years to come, but making games takes time. So Perrette cautioned that the company is laying the foundation for now for returns that could come in 2025, 2026, and 2027. Perrette went on to say he has no idea how the gaming landscape will evolve over time, but he believes owning the IP and studios could help WB succeed where others might not. But again, just because you have an IP doesn't mean it's gonna be good. And he keeps saying that like it's his biggest cards that he has on the table right now. It's not working. I guarantee it will not work. You know what's happening right now? Gamers are saying, fuck the IPs, fuck the big game studios. We're gonna go look at more independent games, smaller games, cheaper games. That's the meaningful growth that's happening in the gaming industry right now, where we focus on the smaller creators, the smaller games, because we're sick of paying $70 and not getting our money's worth. And sure, you can make your fucking next upcoming live service games free to play, but based on our track record here, I'm almost willing to bet that these games are gonna come unfinished. The only thing that's gonna work in the games is the store, because that's the one system they have to perfect for you, but the games are gonna come broken and unfinished, and everything they add later on should have been probably essential to the games that they're gonna make, but whatever. Some of WB's upcoming games include Harry Potter Quidditch game and a Wonder Woman title from the makers of Shadow of Mordor. If you fucking touch that Wonder Woman game, I'm gonna lose it. People outside of the DC fan base are looking forward to this Wonder Woman game because it sounds enticing. It sounds so fucking promising. A Wonder Woman game from the makers of Shadow of Mordor? How could you not fucking buy it? But I swear to God, if I see the trailer at one of these upcoming game awards or some bullshit, and Wonder Woman goes on a series of escort missions to protect the payload, I'm gonna lose it. Yep, that's the article for you. Fucking bad press for Suicide Squad 2. Their first season's about to come out and you have shit on all that. It's almost hilarious how tone deaf a whole company can be. It's not even being tone deaf, it's turning a blind eye so you can make a few extra fucking bucks. How did you manage to hit rock bottom and then surpass that? How do you do that? And listen, if you feel hopeful for these free-to-play games that are coming in the future, these live service models, let me ask you this. Games we've paid $70 for, like Mortal Kombat and Suicide Squad, how much do you have to pay for skins, fatalities, variations, all that? How much? Now, how much do you think they're gonna fuck your bank account when you don't even buy the game? I just feel bad for all the companies that are gonna go to work and slave away on these games for WB. Rocksteady, sorry pals, you guys fucked up and you guys are getting fucked. I can't wait till their next conference, okay, and they reveal some mobile game and it turns out exactly like that Diablo panel.
Hey, just was wondering, is this an out of season April Fool's joke?
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have phones, right?
WB, here's my advice, okay? Free of charge, okay? I know, shocking. Instead of trying to invest in these live service games that are ultimately gonna be shit in the next coming years, why don't you invest in a PR person for this JB Perrette guy? Whatever, I can't. I can't. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Consider subscribing. I'm just a guy talking about games he likes, and at this point, more frequently, as of recently, doesn't like. I'm gonna go back to playing Helldivers after I record and edit this video. So I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care, drink some water. Peace.